Not forgiving someone because you think they don't deserve it is exactly what the devil wants you to do. Let me say that again. Not forgiving someone because you think they don't deserve it is exactly what the devil wants you to do. See, extending grace, I think that's what I think the most, is that people don't understand the definition of grace. Mercy, grace, and forgiveness all go hand in hand, and to me, grace is the most important out of those. See, mercy is being spared from what we do deserve. Grace is being able to enjoy and get a gift of what we don't deserve. Here in Romans 11, verse 6, it says, "And since it is through God's kindness, then it is not by their good works. For in that case, God's grace would not be what it really is, free and undeserved." And as Christians, we're called to spread grace, the grace that was given to us. We're meant to tell that to other people, even to the ones that we think don't deserve it. We're meant to deny ourselves and supply that grace anyways. I mean, if you look at the parable of the debtor and the king in Matthew 18, starting in verse 21. Actually, no, in verse 23. "Therefore, the kingdom of heaven can be compared to a king who decided to bring his accounts up to date with the servants who had borrowed money from him. In the process, one of his debtors was brought in who owed him millions of dollars. He couldn't pay, so his master ordered that he be sold, along with his wife, his children, and everything he owned, to pay the debt. But the man fell down before his master and begged him, 'Please be patient with me, I will pay it all.' Then his master was filled with pity for him, and he released him and forgave his debt." Forgave. That means the master ate the debt. The debt doesn't exist anymore because the master ate that debt. Let's continue, starting at verse 28. "But when the man left the king, he went to a fellow servant who owed him a few $1,000s. He grabbed him by the throat and demanded instant payment. His fellow servant fell down before him and begged for a little more time. 'Be patient with me and I will pay it,' he pleaded. But his creditor wouldn't wait. He had the man arrested, put in prison until the debt could be paid in full. When some of the other servants saw this, they were very upset. They went to the king and told him everything that had happened. Then the king called in the man he had forgiven and said, 'You evil servant, I forgave you that tremendous debt because you pleaded with me. Shouldn't you have mercy on your fellow servant just as I had mercy on you?' Then the angry king sent the man to prison to be tortured until he had paid the entire debt." And then Jesus continues saying here in verse 35, "That's what my heavenly Father will do to you if you refuse to give your brothers and sisters from your heart." Forgiveness is very important. Grace is very important. Mercy is very important. We are meant to be a reflection of Christ. So even when, and trust me, it is extremely hard, people do such horrible things in this lifetime. They rack up horrible, extreme debts to us. But we are meant to forgive it. We're meant to eat the debt and forgive it just as Christ forgave us. I got asked this question the other day. Someone said, well, they gave me a hypothetical. They said, if someone killed your mother or caused your mother to die, what would you do? And he said, now, before you answer, don't answer right away and say what you think you should be doing. And I got pretty irritated because I was going to be extremely honest about it. Look, I'd be very livid. I'd want to go after this guy. I'd want to kill him. But then I would take the time to realize he's a lost soul just like I was once. And I pray God has mercy and grace on him as he had grace and mercy on me, so I forgive him. It's an extremely hard thing to do, guys. Oh my goodness, I don't want to even go down the laundry list of horrible things I could name off that are extremely hard to forgive. But we're meant to do that. And let me tell you this. Forgiveness frees you. You forgiving the people that have wronged you frees you. Frees you. So don't hold back forgiveness. All it does is make you bitter, angry, and a miserable person to be around. Anyways, I hope y'all have a blessed rest of y'all's week. I will see y'all next time.